What's up guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for Real Sociedad versus Barcelona in the Spanish Super Cup semi-final. Barcelona have the opportunity to win their first trophy of the season, and our first trophy since 2019 is up for grabs, and we will know in the next week or so whether we've won it or not. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's try to get to 150 likes on this video. It'd be very much appreciated, and of course, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into it. So before we get into this match preview, I want to give you guys a super quick update on the presidential election. Right now, we have the 4 candidates for the election confirmed. They are Juan Laporta, Victor Font, Tony Freya, and Email Rosaldo. So those are the 4 candidates that are confirmed for the presidential election on January 24th. So of course, Real Sociedad versus Barcelona is one of 2 games in the Spanish Super Cup semifinals. The other game is of course Real Madrid versus Athletic Bilbao, which will take place on Thursday. So there'll be more pressure on Real Madrid because they'll know who their opponents will be in the final if they were to progress against Athletic Bilbao. This game is also going to be a one-legged affair, so it will be a knockout. So whoever wins this game will move on to the finals. The game will be taking place at the Estadio Nueva, which is of course Cordoba's home stadium, so it will be in a neutral ground. So the referees for this game have been confirmed, and it will be Jose Luis Montero as the on-pitch referee, and Jose Luis Gonzalez will be the VAR referee. Let's get in and talk about Real Sociedad. Of course, we did play Real Sociedad less than a month ago, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. But on the screen right now, you can see Real Sociedad's last 5 games. And these are all the 5 games that took place after we beat them 2-1 at the Camp Nou. They lost to Levante, they lost to Atletico Madrid, they beat Athletic Club in the Basque Derby, they drew with Osasuna, then they lost on the weekend against Sevilla. So they have been having a very bumpy road since we beat them. In their last 5 games, Real Sociedad, they have lost 3, won 1, and drawn 1. So they're not coming into this game on hot form. And if you include the Barcelona game, they've lost 4 out of their last 6 games. Real Sociedad are really not coming into any form on this game. So what I want to do is take a look at their Sevilla game, the Basque Derby, and the game against Atletico Madrid, and take a quick look at the game that we played against them less than 1 month ago. So let's start off with their game on the weekend against Sevilla. They did lose 3-2 with Yusuf El-Nassiri getting a hat-trick on the night, Diego Carlos scoring an own goal for them, and Alexander Isaac getting a goal for them from a corner kick. The line that they went with the 4-3-3, they didn't have their strongest team on the pitch. They did have Oyarzabal, Isaac, and Portu up front. They did have Moreno in the midfield. Other than that, it wasn't their strongest lineup that they fielded on this game, and that's probably what caused them to get that defeat. And in the game before that, they did beat Athletic Club in the Basque Derby 1-0 with Portu scoring in the 5th minute. As you can see from this lineup, they went with their more comfortable 4-2-3-1 with Portu, Isaac, and Oyarzabal. They had Greedy in the midfield as well with Moreno. They had Monreal at left back. So they played in this game in the more comfortable system that they're used to. And of course, it was a derby, so probably brought more atmosphere, more fight to the team. So this is the system that we can probably look forward to in our match. And of course, they did lose to Atletico Madrid 2-0 with Hermoso and Marcus Llorente getting on the score sheet. And this was at a time when Real Sociedad were pretty close to the top of the table. And they did use their more comfortable formation in this lineup. Of course, they were missing Oyarzabal. They had David Silva on the team. They had Portu, William Jose, Moreno, Nacho Monreal. The back line was very strong. It's very hard and well fought battle from Real Sociedad, but unfortunately they did fall against league leaders Atletico Madrid. Now let's take a look at the last time Barcelona and Real Sociedad faced, and that was on December the 16th. And Barcelona did win 2-1 with Frenkie De Jong and Jordi Alba scoring, and William Jose scoring for Real Sociedad. Both lines are on the screen. We'll start with Barcelona. They went with Ter Stegen, Dest, Araujo, Mingueza, Jordi Alba, Busquets, De Jong, Pedri, Braithwaite, Griezmann, and Lionel Messi. Of course, we did play in the 4-2-3-1 formation. Now Barcelona's system has completely changed. We play a little bit more full-flowing football. The system is more organized, it's more dynamic. And Real Sociedad went with their 4-3-3 as well. They had Portu, William Jose, Adam Yanazai, Moreno in the midfield, Nacho Monreal in defense. And if you look at their bench on the night was very strong. They of course had Alexander Isaac, but they were missing a lot of their strong players in the likes of David Silva and Oyarzabal. Now Oyarzabal is expected to play in this game, but David Silva is still a little bit of a doubt. And of course, this game was very nerve-wracking for Barcelona because, you know, Real Sociedad scored first. They were on the front foot. Barcelona made the comeback. Barcelona kind of dipped in form around the second half. Then they started to attack more Real Sociedad, and they couldn't get their goal in the end, and that gave Barcelona the win. And the funny thing is for this game is that Real Sociedad came in as the favorites, and they also came in as the league leaders. So now Barcelona have made a complete U-turn. They're doing well. We're playing good football. Now Real Sociedad aren't doing too well. So now all of a sudden Barcelona coming into this game as favorites. But don't sleep on Real Sociedad. They're a very strong team, very well managed. They have a variety of systems that they can play to the highest level. The main thing is, of course, is that they play as a team and that they're led by their talisman, Oyarzabal. So it's going to be a very difficult game nonetheless, but we can expect a very similar game to that 2-1 at the Camp Nou. Let's take a look at the squad list. Of course, the squad list was surprisingly released yesterday. Don't know why, but it was. Let's take a look and see who was included. It was Ter Stegen, Dest, Araujo surprisingly coming in as well after being injured in the warm-up against Granada. Busquets, Griezmann, Pjanic, Braithwaite, Messi, Dembele, Ricky Puig, Neto, Lenglet coming back from suspension, of course. Pedri, Trincao, Jordi Alba, Frenkie De Jong, Umtiti, Junior Firpo, Inaki Peña, Ilaix, Moriba, and Oscar Mingueza. Now, of course, we have the injuries that are excluded, but the main surprise for me that's not been included is Conrad de la Fuente. He has not been chosen for this game, and I feel like that's because he hasn't been playing that much, and I also feel like Koeman wants him to go back to Barcelona B and play for a bit. He's been sitting a lot on the Barcelona bench over the past month, hasn't been subbed on in forever, so I feel like that's a good decision by Ronald Koeman to send him back to the Barcelona B team. But of course, he's still training with the Barcelona first team, but right now he's going to start playing more games with Barcelona B, get back that match fitness, match sharpness. This is the only big exclusion from the squad list. Other than that, it's pretty standard. And this is the squad that has been chosen to face Real Sociedad tomorrow. Let's get in now to the press conference reaction. Ronald Koeman was actually accompanied by a player, and that player was Frenkie De Jong. Let's get in and see what they had to say. Let's start off with Frenkie De Jong. Of course, Frenkie De Jong's press conference at the beginning, there were a lot of technical issues, so they're kind of asking him the same questions for the first 10 questions, so pretty much got the same answer 100 times. But nonetheless, let's get in and see what he had to say. Starts off by saying that in the last games we have been improving as a team, and I hope that tomorrow we will also be well. I have been playing in a more advanced role in the last couple of games, and I feel very comfortable. Are Barcelona the favorites to win this cup? I don't know if we are, but when you are Barcelona, you're always one of the favorites. I want to win this cup, but first we have to beat Real Sociedad tomorrow. Messi's future, I can't say anything about Leo. It's something you have to ask him. Our game is more fluid now, and we are gaining confidence. Real are a good team, and they play very well from behind with very good players and a good team structure. We have to play a very good game. Pedri, he's very talented. He's a real star. There have been a lot of changes at the club since the beginning of the season, and that's why the start hasn't been as easy, because we couldn't do a proper preseason. In La Liga, we have to look at ourselves. There are still many games left. And that concluded Frenkie De Jong's press conference. Let's get in now to Ronald Koeman's press conference. Of course, there weren't that many technical issues in his, but the lights did go out during it, so bit of a weird press conference, these two. So now let's get in and see what Ronald Koeman had to say. He started by saying that we know that Real Sociedad are a strong rival. They are a team that want to put pressure on their opponents. It's going to be a very interesting game with two teams that have the mentality to play good football. We have the mentality of doing our best to win a title, but all four teams have options. We want to keep up the rhythm of our last games. The team is growing, and we have an opportunity to show that we are on the right track. The other day, there were several players with discomfort. One of them was Messi, and there was also De Jong, Dest, and Araujo as well. Now it seems, however, that everyone's able to play tomorrow. We are fine. Elections, the most important thing is to have everything in its place, especially at Barcelona. And on that presidential issue, I do agree, but health is important. Of course, right now there are rumors that the elections may get postponed. Right now, it's just rumors at the moment. If it does get postponed, I will be making a full video about it because I'm not too happy about that. He continues on by saying that Barcelona are used to fighting to win things. Obviously, it's not the most important trophy, but we have a mentality and to give our best in any game, and we have to win to be in the final. Araujo, in principle, he will train with the group today, and we will see how he will be. I am confident that he will be there, but there is still a training session. We have to see if he's 100% fit to face the game. He was asked whether or not Barcelona are the favorites to win this title. He said that there are no favorites to win this Super Cup. He was asked about signings, that we are prepared and we know what we want. It's a matter of waiting to see how the issue of the new president develops. I don't like speaking about the final before the semifinals are played. First, you have to win, and then you have to wait and see who you will face. We have to win tomorrow's game first, and I hope we win, but we will have to play a great game. In regards to January's transfer signings, he said that we are prepared and we know who we want, and we have to wait for the new president. Now is not the time to talk about this. We have to prepare for a game tomorrow, which is a more important thing for me currently. Koeman was asked about the goalkeeper situation because, of course, Neto is predominantly known to play the cup games. He also played in the Super Cup last year with Valverde as the manager, and Koeman was asked, will he be playing in this game as he's the cup goalkeeper in a sense. Koeman responded with, there's no need to change much. We are going to play our best lineup. And that concluded Ronald Koeman's press conference. Let's get into the predicted lineups. We're going to start off with Ronald Koeman. I think this is going to be a pretty easy lineup to predict. Of course, now we pretty much know our strongest lineup, and that line's on the screen right now. I think he's going to go with Ter Stegen in goal, Dest, Araujo, Lenglet, Moriba, Busquets, De Jong, Pedri, Messi, Dembele, and Antoine Griezmann. Now with the defense, there is going to be questions, of course. Will he bring back Araujo and Lenglet straight back in, or will he keep in trust with Umtiti and Mingueza? I think he's going to bring them both back in straight away, like he did with Lenglet after that Osasuna game. There were doubts about Lenglet. He came in, played the next game straight away after Dynamo Kiev. So I think as long as he's fit and he's in the squad list and he's ready to go, I think that Araujo will be chosen by Ronald Koeman. Of course, the fullbacks, so Real is set in stone. Again, Dest, you could bring in Mingueza. Dest hasn't been the greatest over the past month and subbed off in every single game. That could be a possibility as well. But again, with that pace of Real Sociedad, with Porto, Oyarzabal, William Jose, Alexander Isaac, he's going to want Dest marking that side, so I think he's going to stick with Dest. In that midfield, of course, is probably our starting midfield on paper at the moment. Busquets, De Jong, and Pedri. Very, very balanced midfield. And right now, there's no other midfielder that gets into that midfield. There's no argument for Ilaix. There is maybe a bit of an argument for Ricky Puig for Pedri, but I think that Pedri deserves a spot at the moment. He's played well in almost every single game that he's played. Bit of a dip in the Granada game, but that it wasn't really involved that much, so we'll cut him some slack there. That front three, Messi, Dembele, Griezmann, is probably our strongest front three at the moment. I think he's going to keep Messi in the false nine, Griezmann on the left, Dembele on the right. Dembele is going to be so important in this game. This is going to be his first big game in a long time, and we're going to need him. We're going to need his pace, need his drive, and he needs to get a goal in this game as well. I feel like Dembele is going to be Ronald Koeman's secret weapon in this game, because you have to remember that Real Sociedad at left back have Nacho Monreal. Nacho Monreal is about 35 years old, and Dembele is one of the fastest players in the league at a young age of 22 or 23, however old Dembele is. So Dembele is going to really need to exploit Nacho Monreal down that right-hand side, left-hand side, whatever we're going to call it. So this lineup is currently Koeman's Gala 11. I think Koeman's going to pick this. This is his strongest lineup. He's picked this against Huesca, he picked this against Athletic Club, and now he's picked it in the Granada game. And I feel like he's going to pick it exactly the way it is against Real Sociedad. Let me know what you think Koeman's going to go with down in the comments below. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was a Barcelona coach. And that lineup's on the screen right now. I'd go with Ter Stegen, Dest, Araujo, Umtiti, Jordi Alba, Busquets, De Jong, Puig, Dembele, Messi, and Antoine Griezmann. So I only make 2 changes from the Ronald Koeman squad. I brought in Umtiti for Lenglet and Pedri for Puig. So starting off with the defense, of course, Dest, Mingueza, same sort of thing. Jordi Alba, set in stone. For me, I've gone with Umtiti simply on the fact of his passing ability. His passing ability is way better than Lenglet. Of course, he had a fantastic performance against Granada. Didn't commit a foul, didn't get dribble past. You have to back that performance. Umtiti was a rock at the back, and pairing him with Araujo could be a great center-back partnership. Of course, they haven't played together yet, so it is a little bit of a risk. But I feel like it's going to be a great risk to take, because I think Umtiti and Araujo would be an excellent partnership in that defense. In the midfield, I've gone with Puig simply on the fact that he played fantastically well against Granada. He played better than Pedri played in that 70 minutes when he only played 20 minutes. And of course, Pedri has been playing an abundance amount of games. I feel like Pedri has played every single game this season. I think he's the only player, besides from probably Ter Stegen, even Ter Stegen has played every single game. He's literally played every single game this season. He's made an appearance in every single game. I think he needs a little bit of a rest. For that front three, exactly the same thing I said for Koeman. Dembele is going to be important. Messi in that false 9. Griezmann in that left wing striker, left center mid role, wherever he wants to drift to in that game. So this is the lineup I would go with. I think this is a very strong lineup, but I feel like this could easily beat Real Sociedad on the night. Let me know down below what you think about it. And of course, let me know down below, would you rather pick my lineup or Ronald Koeman's lineup. Score prediction time. Time to predict the score for this match. I do think it's going to be a very difficult game on the night. For me, it all depends on Real Sociedad and how they set up their team. Would they go in the 4-2-3-1, or would they go in their more attacking 4-3-3? Nonetheless, I do think Barcelona are the favorites going into this game, and we are on form, and I do expect Barcelona to win this game. I'm going to with Barcelona winning this game by 2-0. I am confident in a clean sheet. Barcelona have been doing well, and I think Barcelona want to send a message to Real Madrid, because we know that we played the day before, and if we win this game, it'll put so much pressure on them, because we all know the Spanish Federation wants to make the El Clasico final, and I feel like if we win this game, puts a huge amount of pressure on Real Madrid, and they're facing a very difficult opponent in Athletic Bilbao. So I'm going to go with Barcelona win this game by 2-0, and hopefully we can reach the Spanish Super Cup final. Let me know your score predictions down in the comments below. So that's my match preview for Real Sociedad versus Barcelona in the Spanish Super Cup semi-final. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know would you rather pick my lineup or Koeman's lineup, and let me know your lineups that you would pick down below as well. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Come and join me. We're going to watch the game together. Straight away, followed by my match review. I'm super excited for this game. So Real Madrid are facing a very tough opponent in Athletic Bilbao, and I feel like if we could win this game, it put a huge amount of pressure on them, and they could maybe choke under that pressure. I'm confident that Barcelona will get the win in this game. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, and Forza Barca.